Hey, what's up everybody? I have another end of the year list for you today, and we're going to talk about my favorite small budget independent films of 2017. Now, my list may be a little bit different than most. These films, to me at least, are the definition of indie flicks. They're lacking star power, studio funding, they don't have well-known names behind the camera or in the writing department. So movies like Get Out, The Beguiled, A Ghost Story, or The Big Sick, while definition are independent films, they still have their foot in the door in some form or fashion and have budgets in the low millions and upwards. Those are all great films for their own reasons, but this list is going to consist of smaller projects from filmmakers and performers who worked their way up in the industry and had a great showing in 2017, so let's just get right into my list. Coming in at number 10, Fixed. This was a fun comedy about a man that has to contemplate a vasectomy when his wife is no longer able to take birth control. It's an amusing film with genuine laughs built from many natural scenarios that everyday people can really connect with. The writing created a lot of organic humor, and the performances were all charismatic and perfect for the character needs. Coming in at number 9, Zen Dog. This was a very artistic film about a young man trapped in a mundane daily routine that escapes his confined life by dreaming himself across the country in a psychedelic VW. Kyle Gallner was excellent for this role and captured a wide range of emotion with his delivery. The story was unique, it was incredibly interesting, and the direction from Rick Darge was vibrant, polished, and very visually stunning. Coming in at number 8, Lifehack. This was an entertaining blend of cyber thriller and comedy as it tells the story of a woman that finds her life stolen from her digitally after a random altercation in the streets, and I had a great time with this movie. The writing was grounded, it created some natural humor, and it blended a range of genres together very effectively. The performances all had an unassuming charm that just blends well with Copeland's unique script. Coming in at number 7, B&B. This was a tense thriller that centers on a gay couple that returned back to a remote B&B on their anniversary. On the same night, an ominous guest checks in, and to me, this was an extremely well-written and directed thriller that continually ramped up the tension. It wove in a heartfelt message underneath the layers of suspense, and the performances across the board were fantastic, with all of them elevating their characters. Coming in at number 6, Midnighters. This thriller centers on a married couple that find their relationship tested when they try to cover up an accident on the way home from a New Year's Eve party, and I really enjoyed this film and had a great time with it. There was some effective twists and turns that really do keep you guessing. It builds a lot of suspense, the settings are very ominous, the direction is perfect for the tone of the story, and with some strong performances you really can invest in each character. Coming in at number 5, The Scent of Rain and Lightning. This mystery is about a young woman that must revisit her past when her parents' killer is released from prison, and I thought the storyline was absolutely fantastic. It did a great job of progressing through all the secrets underneath the surface of this family and this small community, and it did so with a compelling result. The performances across the board were fantastic. You can really connect with the main character, and this film maintains a lot of intrigue throughout. Coming in at number 4, Room for Rent. This was a hilarious offbeat comedy about a guy that wins the lottery in high school. The story picks up after he's blown his fortune and he's back at home living with his parents. I thought the writing was excellent. It weaves in some odd, eccentric humor with some more organic comedy, and it really does keep the laughs fresh. Gelman and Little were both awesome. They have a fantastic chemistry with one another that made the laughs work very effectively in this odd mystery. Coming in at number 3, Butterfly Caught. I thought this was an extremely well-written and directed story of multiple lives and their experiences of trying to make it in Hollywood. The direction was subtly stylish and intimate as it explores the lives of these characters. The performances were excellent. The story really is gritty. It's raw at times. It's very well structured. It makes you care about the characters and wanting to see what happens to them in the closing act. Coming in at number 2, The Forest of Lost Souls. I thought this was a very visually artistic story about a remote forest in Portugal where people go to commit suicide and two random strangers run into each other and form an unforeseen bond, and I thought this was a very unassuming film with a couple twists that hit with a massive amount of impact. The direction is artistic, the plotline is unique and is very thought-provoking, and it really does a great job of blending drama with elements of horror together very creatively. And coming in at number 1, my favorite small budget independent movie of 2017, I Hate the Man in My Basement. The top 3 films on my list were all very close, but this one took the number 1 spot. This story centers on a man that's really just trying to put his life back together after the death of his wife. He's just trying to find his place in the world, and he so happens to meet a woman that he forms a connection with. They really do build a quick bond together, but this man has a secret. He has his wife's killer chained up in his basement. I thought this was an excellent film. Apart from an interesting story that was absolutely compelling from start to finish, it was extremely well acted. Chris Marquette delivers an award-level performance performance. He absolutely pours himself into this character. Nora J. Noon was fantastic as well. Her and Marquette share a very natural, charming chemistry together. And the storyline gives you a wide range of genres and it delivers them effectively. It builds intrigue, it weaves tense emotional moments, it provides some natural, genuine humor, it conveys some heartwarming elements of a romance drama, it has a tinge of mystery to it, as well as some grounded suspense, and it's about as well-rounded of a film as I can remember. And that's my list, my top 10 small budget indie flicks of 2017. Thanks for watching as always, guys. I definitely appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up and let me know down in the comments below what some of your favorite indie flicks were of the year. Love to hear what your guys' thoughts are. Thank you so much for watching as always, guys. I definitely appreciate it. I'm Anthony. This is the Silver Screen Analysis, and I'll see you at the movies.